Hello trivia friends, welcome back to Detormentis. My name is Sean, and if you enjoy trivia, learning new things and testing your general knowledge, then the ultimate trivia quiz is for you. Let's see what topics we've got in today's quiz. Countries of the world, food and drink, a random mix of questions, myth and legend, and finally, precious gems. If you've got a favorite topic that you want me to include in a future video, let me know in the comments below. I try to make the topics as interesting as possible, and I'll be happy to consider your suggestion. Let's start the quiz. Question 1. Which European country has the most castles per square mile? England, Scotland or Wales? And the answer is Wales. Fascist dictator Antonio Salazar ruled which country for 36 years? Venezuela, Italy or Portugal? He ruled Portugal. In which country will you find the oldest operating business in the world? Japan, England or Egypt? You will find it in Japan. In which country will you find the cradle of humankind? Zimbabwe, Egypt or South Africa? It's in South Africa. Which country had the first printing press in North America? Canada, Mexico or the USA? And the answer is Mexico. Which country was the first in the world to adopt daylight saving time? Germany, the USA or New Zealand? Germany. In which country will you find a temple dedicated to rats? Brazil, India or Pakistan? In India. In which country will you find arak sagi, also known as Persian vodka? Iran, Egypt or Israel? You will find it in Iran. Which South American country is considered the home of tango? Colombia, Brazil or Argentina? Argentina. In which country did Halloween originate? The USA, Mexico or Ireland? Halloween originated in Ireland. Did you know the largest empire the world has ever seen, the British Empire, reached its peak in 1922, covering around a quarter of the Earth's land surface and ruling over 450 million people? An affogato is an Italian dessert of coffee, and what other ingredient? Sour cream, ice cream or mozzarella? Ice cream. Which one of these is a type of cheese? Portobello, Stinking Bishop or Yukon Gold? Stinking Bishop is a type of cheese. Along with pepper, what is the other top-selling spice in the world? Cinnamon, saffron or mustard? Mustard. What type of meal is the traditional French dish bouillabaisse? Fish stew, a type of quiche or a dessert? It's a fish stew. What meat is used to make a traditional Wiener Schnitzel? Venison, veal or pork? And the answer is veal. What is commonly known as the king of English cheeses? Cheddar, Gorgonzola or Stilton? Stilton. Which Italian dessert translates to pick-me-up? Baklava, tiramisu or Ravani? And the answer is tiramisu. Damson, elephant heart and mirabelle are varieties of what fruit? Pear, apple or plum? They are all types of plum. Which one of these drinks originates from Cuba? The mojito, the pina colada or the martini? The mojito. Which country does the Oliver salad come from? France, Russia or Scotland? It comes from Russia. Did you know India is home to the Bhut Jolokia, one of the hottest chilies in the world? Also called ghost peppers, it is grown in northeast states and is more than 170 times hotter than Tabasco sauce. Who worked out the basic laws of genetic inheritance by studying pea plants? Gregor Mendel, Charles Darwin or Dorothy Hill? And the answer is Gregor Mendel. The famous 300 Spartans fought at which battle? The Battle of Troy, Salamis or Thermopylae? I think it's pronounced Thermopylae. In which US national park will you find Old Faithful? Yellowstone, Capitol Reef or Canyonlands? Old Faithful is in Yellowstone. Which part of the human body do parasitic whipworms infect? The brain, the large intestine or the kidneys? They infect the large intestine. Which book by Boris Pasternak was banned in the former Soviet Union? War and Peace, The Communist Manifesto or Dr. Zhivago? Dr. Zhivago. Which US state's slogan is the Sunshine State? California, Florida or Hawaii? Florida is the Sunshine State. Who did Prince William, Duke of Cornwall, get married to in 2011? Catherine Middleton, Meghan Markle or Kate Spencer? He married Catherine Middleton. Who founded the Missionaries of Charity religious congregation? Florence Nightingale, Mother Teresa or Princess Diana? Mother Teresa. The hantavirus is typically spread by which one of these? Mosquitoes, cats or rodents? Rodents. And question 30. In the movie, what type of fish is Nemo? A clownfish, a goldfish or a hippotang? Nemo is a clownfish. And it's time for the bonus question. Which country is known as the tulip capital of the world? If you know the answer, share your answer in the comments below. Also, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. It really helps a lot. Now, back to the quiz. In Greek mythology, who was the king of the Titans? Prometheus, Zeus, or Cronus? Cronus. In Hindu culture, which goddess is worshipped and revered in the form of a basil plant? Tulsi, Lakshmi, or Kali? And the answer is Tulsi. In South America, which creature is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock? The capybara, vampire bat, or chupacabra? The chupacabra. Which Scandinavian hero fought against the monster Grendel? Beowulf, Jason, or Prometheus? And the answer is Beowulf. Portrayed as a hippo, who was the Egyptian goddess of fertility? Taware, Isis, or Amun? And the answer is Taware. In mythology, which creature had the head of a human, the body of a lion, and a scorpion tail? The centaur, manticore, or the leprechaun? It was the manticore. In American folklore, who was the lumberjack with the big blue ox? Rob Roy, John Henry, or Paul Bunyan? Paul Bunyan. What did Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon search for on the island of Bimini? El Dorado, the Holy Grail, or the Fountain of Youth? The Fountain of Youth. What are the nymphs that care for the trees called? Pixies, dryads, or leprechauns? They are called dryads. What river forms the boundary between Earth and the underworld? Sanzu, Cocytus, or Styx? The river Styx. Did you know in Slavic folklore there is an ogress called Baba Yaga who steals, cooks and eats her victims, usually children? She lives in a hut built on 4 tall chicken legs that can move and relocate on command. What gemstone is the birthstone for the month of May? Topaz, diamond, or emerald? The emerald. Where was the largest sapphire in the world found in 2015? China, Australia, or South Africa? It was found in Australia. Which gemstone will you only find in East Africa? Tanzanite, diamonds, or alexandrite? Tanzanite. What was the royal gem of China for many centuries? The bloodstone, citrine, or jade? And the answer is jade. What gemstone is traditionally given for a 3rd wedding anniversary? A pearl, a ruby, or a garnet? A pearl. What is another name for the gemstone heliotrope? Bloodstone, devil's tear, or tiger's eye? A bloodstone. Which gemstone will dissolve when dropped in vinegar? The onyx, a pearl, or amber? A pearl will dissolve. What scale is used to measure the hardness of a gemstone? the Richter scale, the Scoville scale, or the Mohs scale? The Mohs scale. What do certain cultures call gemstone that balances the body's energy? Feng Shui stones, vitality stones, or chakra stones? They call it chakra stones. And the final question. What gemstone is the fossilized resin of pine trees? Amber, opal, or citrine? And the answer is amber. Did you know amber is the softest and lightest gemstone, able to float in salt water? It was created from fossilized tree sap and resin, but must be at least 30 million years old to be considered a gemstone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's quiz. Please leave a like and consider subscribing.